this is no exception. The world's largest indoor theme park. 3 years in the making, using 185,000 cubic metres of concrete. And perhaps the main attraction is the world's fastest roller coaster ride. A gut-wrenching, eye-popping 240 kilometres an hour. And Muggins here is going to be a crash test dummy. And if you think the car that I'm getting into looks a bit familiar, then that's because each piece of the ride is built to simulate the F1 experience. Although I'm betting that Fernando Alonso never gets his safety belt into a twist or closes his eyes, as I'm about to do, while driving, even though I'm wearing goggles. Whoa!
It's a hydraulically controlled launch system, very similar to launching an aircraft off an aircraft carrier. The concept here strictly is speed. As you notice, we have no inversions or anything here, which a lot of coasters do have. But here, it's just mainly to give you that kick of the speed. You're running roughly around the acceleration of a Formula One car.
The roller coaster is the main, but not the only draw at the 86,000-foot complex. The roller coaster is the main, Formula One simulators to a vintage Ferrari showroom that houses everything from Formula One simulators to a vintage Ferrari showroom. And yes, I was wondering too, how come the signature ride of the world's largest indoor theme park is mostly outside? The building itself resembles a large, tastefully designed spaceship that's just landed in the desert. Presumably these aliens would have preferred to talk to Messrs Hamilton, Button and Webber rather than waste time with any politicians. It's in many ways an architectural monolith more suited to Las Vegas than the Middle East. But it's all part of Abu Dhabi's grand plan for a 15% increase in tourist numbers by the end of 2012. And the creators are hoping that the locals will also get behind the project.
We are expecting to achieve very good numbers over time. The GCC community tends to come out later in the day, maybe 3, 4, 5 o'clock, and then leaves late at 11 or 12 o'clock at night. So we've coordinated our opening times to give these two demographic groups their perfect opportunity, the perfect window to come and visit the park.
It's a massive and somewhat risky investment for both Ferrari and Abu Dhabi, with theme parks a relative novelty in these parts. Just to cover all bases, rides have been made to cater for the family, as well as those more hardened thrill seekers. As an exercise in pure branding, it's hard to ignore, with the legendary prancing horse pretty much everywhere. So, if you have an aversion to the colour red, screaming engine noises, and product placement, it may not be the ideal holiday destination. Otherwise, be sure to carry plenty of money for when you exit past the obligatory merchandising shop. That is, of course, provided you haven't already lost your wallet or indeed half the contents of your stomach on the real reason why you probably came here in the first place. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that before. I'm not convinced I will again. Woo! That is the trip of a lifetime. I'd recommend it. Kind of.